Hello everyone, for today's magic card trick tutorial, I thought it'd be neat to share with you another sandwich variation type trick that only uses a regular deck of cards. Well mixed, well shuffled, no setup at all involved in this trick. And when you spread the cards out, you're just gonna have the spectator just point to any card that they like. And let's say they point to this card right here. Now you show them this card and say, okay, you remember this card, that'll be your selected card. Place it back in the deck, give the deck a nice shuffle, completely losing the location of their card. And nobody really has any idea where their card could be. You can give the deck a few cuts, another shuffle if you want. It really doesn't matter. Now you're gonna need the help of the two just random cards, just because it is a sandwich effect, and so we'll just use the two top cards, in this case the 4 of diamonds and the 6 of clubs. And I'll take the 4 and I'll put them somewhere near the bottom of the deck, and then I'll take the 6 and I'll place the 6 maybe somewhere near the top of the deck. Okay, so we'll have 2 cards face up in the deck. One's towards the top, one's towards the bottom. But if you have the spectator give the cards a magic tap, or if you do this kind of move, you can just give a little flick. Hopefully that'll make the magic happen, and the 2 cards that you put face up in the deck will actually be sandwiched in between one card. And what was the card that you picked for the first time only? Was it the 6 of hearts? And that's any card sandwich. Now, before I show you how to do it, please, as always, like and subscribe to this channel and this video. I really appreciate it. I really also like to give a shout out to my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. And if you're looking to support the channel through the YouTube membership program, you can do that all through the links in YouTube given below. Also, visit thebestmagicshop.com for some awesome magic tricks and gimmicks. You can also sign up for a newsletter to be notified of new tricks, discounts, and more. All at thebestmagicshop.com. All right, any card sandwich. Now, it really is any card, and it is really any 2 cards that you're going to use as your helper cards. The secret is in the trick is when they point to which card that they want to pick, and you show them which card they've pointed at. So you do have first of all, regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled. Spread the cards out. After you shuffle, you can have the spectator shuffle, it doesn't matter. Now, as you spread the cards out, you're gonna have the spectator point to any card that they want. And it really is any card that they pick. You're not forcing or doing any kind of special move here. So they picked this card, let's say they pointed to this card right here, the King of Spades. While you show them their card, okay, as you spread their cards, what you're gonna do is I use my ring finger, this is my right hand, this is my left hand, my ring finger here, and just give the card a little bit of a crimp, okay? You're not giving it a crease, you're giving the card a little bit of a crimp, okay? So, and you're hiding that with your ring finger here. So you can show them their card and you have the crimp at the bottom corner of their card, okay? Place the cards back in the order that they were, and that crimp, you'll be able to tell very, this is kind of even exaggerated, but very easily that you'll be able to tell where their selected card is. Now, because their card is crimped, you can shuffle the cards, and the card will still be crimped, okay? See, now it's at the bottom of the deck. You can give the cards another shuffle, and you can tell, as long as you keep the crimp towards you, where their card is, okay? So it's closer to the bottom. You can cut the cards to get the card more into the center if you want for this trick, okay? So now you can tell where their card is with the crimp. Now just take the 2 top cards, their card somewhere in the middle, just any 2 top cards, or you can have the 2 jokers already out of the deck before the trick starts if you want to use those. And then say that you're going to put one of the cards towards the bottom, and you can kind of push in more bottom cards as you're facing the spectator, and push cards out so it looks like you're putting the ace towards the bottom. And what you want to do is just place the ace, when you actually place it in, below the card, which just takes a little bit of practice, just like the crimp takes a little bit of practice, okay? But you can get there's a nice little, opening where the crimp is. Place the first card, below it, or you can do the first card above it if you want, just depending. And then you say the second card, I'll do it towards the top, push a little bit of the top cards in, and then when you actually find a spot to where you're going to put it in, you put it above the card, which that little bevel from the crimp makes it easy to find the second spot. And you say, I'm going to place that towards the top of the card. Now, you can push down on the cards a little bit and give them a flick if you want. That'll help get rid of that crimp. You no longer need the crimp in the card anymore once you've put the 2 face-up cards in. But when you spread the 2 cards out, you'll see that there's 1 card in between the 2 cards if you did it correctly. And see, the crimp is now on this bottom right corner of the card. And before you show the card, you can kind of bend it back with your finger to uncrimp it and show, as you're asking, for the first time only, what was the card that you picked? And you can kind of, under the cover of this first card, just kind of bend the card back so it makes it smoother. And then you can show that their card is the King of Spades. You can grab the card out like this and kind of bend it back too if you want, just to get rid of the crimp in the card, and then show that they have their selected card. So it's just a crimp card effect, any card sandwich. It's really neat. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I do answer questions in the comments, usually within a day or two. So feel free to do that. And I hope you enjoy it. And until next time.